Hello and good afternoon kids. Welcome back once again to this short tutorial video for class 7 students under your topic algebraic expressions. Okay, so for those who haven't seen the previous videos, please see the previous videos because all the basic parts we have done on the previous videos as well. And since for the last video I have done multiplication of polynomials, so in this video we'll be doing the sums regarding the division of polynomials. Okay, so division of polynomials, and the first term and the first will be doing the first thing that I will be doing under the topic division of polynomials will be division of monomial and a monomial, that is a single term divided by a single term. Okay, so I have taken from exercise 11D question number 1.1. So the first question we have in here is 12x squared by 3x. So for 12x squared by 3x, what I have done here is I have written it in the fractional form. See, 12x squared divided by 3x, isn't it? So after the fractional form, what we can do here is the constant terms. See, the constant term, I can take the prime factors of the constant term. See, I have taken the prime factors of constant term, written it as 2 into 3 into x squared. As we know, x squared can be written as x into x, isn't it? So what I have done here is for the simple 12x squared term, I have simplified it and written in the factorial form. Okay, that two prime factors, 2 into 2 into 3 and x into x. Similarly, the denominator is just a constant term and a variable. So we know the relation between them is multiplication. So 3x can be written as 3 into x. Now what happens? The numerator and denominator, we can cancel the terms, isn't it? So this is what has happened. 3 and 3 got cancelled, x and x got cancelled, so nothing left in the denominator. That means 1 remained, isn't it? So we don't need to write 1 in the denominator. So all we need to write is what's left in the numerator. So what's left in the numerator? 2 into 2, that is, we know is 2 into 2 is 4, and one of the x remained, so x. Okay, so it's an easy one, isn't it? So similarly, second one as well. And what do I recommend you is, I would recommend you to first go with the prime factor form. I know that few of you can directly cancel it also, isn't it? See, we directly know that 3-4 times is 12. So why to waste time on going with the prime factors and all? You might say so, isn't it? But if you go with the prime factors at the beginning phase, it will be easier for you, isn't it? Okay, and also the chances of getting mistakes are less when you go with the prime factor form. Okay, so similarly for the second question I have taken is minus 4x squared yz by minus 60x squared y cube, z cube. Okay, so in this one again the question I have expressed the question in the fractional form, that is minus 48x squared yz divided by minus 60xy squared z cube. See, and what I have done here again I have done the factorial form, written it in the factorial form, that is the factors of 48, the constant term, and x squared I have expressed it as x into x. Y remained as it is because it's just the power of y is 1, so y. Z is as it is. Similarly, the denominator part for 60 I have taken the prime factors of 60 and expressed in the prime factors. X, just one power, the power of 1, so x as it is. Y squared, so y into y. Z cube, so z into z into z, 3z. Okay, so now what happened here again, see, all the cancellation part, 2 by 2, 2 by 2, 3 by 3, we have cancelled the terms. Similarly, we can cancel the variables as well. So see, x divided by x got cancelled, y divided by y got cancelled, and z divided by z got cancelled. Now what's left in the numerator? See, what do I see in the numerator? Is just 2 and x remain in the numerator, isn't it? So that is why it came 2 into x. And what's left in the denominator? See, 5, and I have one y in here and z in here. So 5, y remained as it is. Y, z into z, I know it's z squared. So our answer is 2x divided by 5y z squared. We know that it cannot be further simplified, isn't it? So this is our answer. Okay, it's easy one, isn't it? And yes, one question I have done for the fractional form as well. So see, for the fractional form, the question was 3 by 7 a cube b squared. Now remember, this a cube b squared is in numerator, okay, by minus 9 by 14 ab. The question is given in this form in your book, textbook. Okay, but this means that these variables are in numerator. Okay, so what I have done here, 3, I have placed all in the numerator, 3a cube b squared divided by 7, and I use the division symbol. See, for the fractional form, if I use the division symbol, what happens is, we know that the division sign can be converted to multiplication, isn't it? And what happens when you convert to multiplication? Reciprocate. Simple, isn't it? Reciprocate. So here it's reciprocated, and the negative sign in here. Remember the negative sign. We know that the negative sign we can place anywhere in want, isn't it? That means either we place in the numerator or we place it in the denominator, though the value remains same. But while doing calculation, most of the times what we do, we place the negative sign in the numerator, isn't it? So negative in the numerator. Now plus into minus, we need to multiply the signs first, isn't it? So there is one minus. Now again what I have done here, see, I have taken the prime factors of the constant terms first. 3 for this 14, 2 into 7, e cube means 1, 2, 3, 3 times e. See, a into a into a, b squared, so b into b, divided the denominator we have got 7 into the constant term. Another constant term is 9, so 3 into 3 into ab, so a into b. Okay, now what we have done here, again we have the cancellation part. So 3 and 3 got cancelled, 7 and 7 got cancelled, a and a got cancelled, b and b got cancelled. So what's left? So in the numerator, 2 a into a, that is a square, negative sign is already there, and one of the b left. In the denominator, what we got here, again a 3 left in the denominator, isn't it? So we placed a 3 in the denominator. Is it okay? So we are done here, isn't it? Because it's in the simplest fractional form now. So, okay, yeah, I forgot to tell you something about in this one, that is question number 2. What did I forgot is, see the negative sign in the numerator and the denominator, both we have got a negative sign. What we can do here is, we know that the negative signs can be cancelled, isn't it? So that is why these two negative signs got cancelled, and we have a positive term. Okay, okay, so and the next part in here, okay, the next part, what do we have in the next part is division of binomial, trinomial or a polynomial by monomial. Why I've written binomial, trinomial and polynomial is because either it may be 2 terms, 3 terms or 4 terms or more than 4 terms. Okay, when you divide it with monomial, the step remains the same, that is the procedure remains the same. So that is why I have directly done binomial, trinomial and polynomial. Okay, binomial, as you know, it's a 2 term, trinomial 3 terms, isn't it? Polynomial, more than 3 terms can be called as polynomial. Even though all they are known as polynomials, this we have all done in basics, remember that, isn't it? So by monomial, that is singular term. Okay, we have here in question number 3, what we have is 35x cube y plus 25x square y square minus 10xy by 5xy. That is the divisor is a monomial. So what I have done here, I have placed it in the fractional form. Now in the fractional form, what happens here is we can separate the numerator. See, what I have done here is I have separated the numerator, isn't it? 35x cube y. See, the monomial in here will divide each and every term of the numerator. Remember that. See, it's simple, like what do I see here from this part? In this, if this was in a fractional form, it's a like fraction, isn't it? For like fractions, what we do? We directly add or subtract the numerators, isn't it? According to the question. So it's just a reverse of that. See, that is why the basics are important. Okay, so after that, what we have done here is, so far I guess most of you can directly cancel the terms as well, isn't it? So that is why I haven't done here all the prime factors form and all. Okay, so I hope you could if you practice well, I hope you could directly cancel the terms. Okay, it's not necessary that you have to show the prime factors. Remember, it's not necessary, it's not important. Okay, but why I want you to do that is because I want you to practice first, okay, before jumping to the higher level. Okay, so what do I here is, say simple, 5 1 times is 5, 5 7 times is 35, and what we know, x is cube divided by x. X cube means we got 3x, divided by x means we got y. So what's left? 2x will remain, isn't it? So that is why, see, our first term 7x squared. Now y, we got y, 1y, y to the power 1, y to the power 1. So this got cancelled. See, and similarly the second term. So what we have in the second term, 25x squared y squared divided by 5xy. So what we know, 5 1 times is 5, 5 5 times is 25. See, we can cancel like this as well, as I've already said. Now x squared, that means in the numerator we got 2x, denominator we got 1x. So what will left? One of the x will left in the numerator, isn't it? So that is why, see, 5x. Now y squared in the numerator, 2y in the numerator, 1y in the denominator. Again 1y will left in the numerator. So that is why 5xy. okay, and minus. So here what we have here, see, minus 10xy divided by 5xy. So we know 5 2 times is 10, 5 2 times is 10, x and y so got cancelled because all the powers were 1 and 1 in the numerator as well as in the denominator, xy, isn't it? So what's left for the third term? Just 2 minus 2. So we got our answer as 7x square plus 5xy minus 2 as our answer. Is it okay? I hope you kids are following. Okay, now the last sum for today. So what we have here is, again, we got a trinomial divided by a monomial. But why I picked this sum is because the monomial has a sign as well. See, negative sign. Okay, now this negative, we cannot just directly neglect the negative sign. Remember that negative sign is very important. Okay, so what I've done here, I've placed from the question form to the fractional form. Okay, till here that is the same thing what we have done in the previous question as well, isn't it? So from the fractional form, what I did, as I said, the monomial, the divisor will divide each and every term of the numerator, isn't it? So that is why I have separated. See, 18x square yz divided by minus 4xy minus 28x square y square z cube divided by, now this one, see, the negative sign will remain minus 4xy. See, even though we have written two signs together, okay, we have to keep it as it is. Okay, we need to place the, we cannot, because we cannot neglect the negative sign of the divisor, isn't it, as I've already said. So similarly the third term, that is plus 32y square z square divided by minus 4xy. See, now as we know, in case of multiplication or a division, we need to multiply or divide the signs first, isn't it? As I said, the negative sign in the numerator we can place any way we want. Most of the times while doing the calculation we place it in the numerator, isn't it? So the negative sign comes first, so it is minus. So here we have, okay, so 2 times is 4, 2 times 9 times is 18, isn't it? So it will be 9, and x, again, x square divided by x we have, so one of the x will remain. Y and y got cancelled, so what's left in the numerator? 9x square z, the negative sign also, so the negative 9x square, negative 9xz, see, and we have 2 in the denominator as well, so I'm placing 2 in the denominator. Is it okay? Now the second term, yeah, the negative and negative sign. As I said, if two negative signs got cancelled, what will left? Positive sign. Minus into minus will become plus, isn't it? So that is why you see plus sign for the second term. It's a plus 28 divided by 4. So we know for 1 times is 4, so for 7 times is 28. So I've cancelled the constant terms first. So 7. Now for the variables, x square divided by x will remain surely in the numerator. So therefore x in the numerator. Y square divided by y. So we know again y will remain in the numerator. So y, z cube, we don't have any z in the denominator, so it will remain as z cube in the numerator, so z cube, see. And the last term, see, plus into minus, so these two will become plus, so plus into minus, so these two will become minus, so minus it is. Now for 1 times is 4, 4 8 times is 32, isn't it? So 4 8 times is 32. Now y square z square divided by xy, so we don't have any x in the numerator, so x will remain in the denominator, so therefore x in the denominator. See, y square divided by y, one of the y's will get cancelled, so y in the numerator, okay, and z square in the denominator numerator, so it remained as it is. Okay, so finally we got our answer as minus 9 xz divided by 2 plus 7x y z cube minus 8 y z square divided by x. It's already in the simplest form, so we are done here. Okay, so I hope you kids have understood today's lesson. What I want you to do is, I want you to practice the remaining sums, and yes, please let me know whether you have understood the chapter or not. If you have got any problems, then you can let me know. Okay, so till then, stay safe.